From Hollywood, California, this is SMPTE 2016 Live, produced by Broadcast Beat.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Broadcast Beat. I'm Brooks Forster, and we are at the 2016 SMPTE Technical Convention Exhibition, and we are with the Executive Vice President, Matthew Goldman. Matthew, help me understand a little bit of your background. It's such a technical industry.
It is. Yeah.
Did you come from a technical background?
I did. I have a master's degree in electrical engineering, and I first entered the industry, back in the early 80s, doing computer designs for Digital Equipment Corporation. Eventually, when you're putting down femtofarads of capacitance and microhenries of inductance, you realize you're going to be replaced by a CAD tool eventually. So I went and did some more microprocessor-based designs, which led to do high-end data servers. Well, if you go back to the early 90s, high-end data servers became the first generation of video servers, and that's where we started to change. Entertainment television was all analog back then, and moving into the digital age and video compression.
So you hit that Western frontier early.
I did. So I got involved in something called the Moving Pictures Expert Group, MPEG.
Okay.
I think we all know what MPEG is now, household
yes.
word. But I was very lucky in the right place at the right time. I'm one of the creators of the MPEG system standard, and it's just been involved in entertainment video ever since. So it's been over 25 years.
Dude, we got to talk to a pioneer. That's awesome. Matthew, I have a couple other questions.
Yep.
So when did the transition to SMPTE come in? When did you become a member? Was that early on? Was that later?
It's about a little bit later on in my career. It was after I had gone to over to the motion picture television side of the business, doing these high-end video servers. Like I said, first generation of compressed digital video. So it was in the early 90s, mid 90s, and then I moved to the Silicon Valley, like every engineer at some point in time in their career should be in Silicon Valley.
You got to be there.
It's like going to Mecca, right? I mean, it's really it's finding your soul. And it was there that I got involved with this, this really the great part of the industry on that. And so I got involved with SMPTE around 1996, 1997. And just getting really active in the standardization process for it. And over the years, just as the industry grew and became more popular, somebody one day tagged me and said, "Hey, how would you like to run for the board of SMPTE and be one of the governors," which is like being on the board of directors. And I was a soccer. I mean, I got involved in that. And I've been on the board for just under 10 years and over the time. And I'm very honored and humbled that I was just elected president of the society.
Yeah, I was going to say.
2017. So I'm really, really excited about where we're going. This is our centennial year, 2016. As we go into our second century of the society, really looking forward to it. We've had a few times in the history of our society where there's been really disruptive changes in technology that change our business. And this is one of those times where we're moving from the old world to having big iron and very industry-specific interfaces and stuff in the television and motion picture interface, to doing everything on commodity hardware like servers and doing software-defined video processing and things like that. It really changes the whole thing to a software model, much faster, agile development, and that's where we want SMPTE to really be driving that area that's moving into that.
Cool. How does virtual reality, VR, affect that space? Is that something that's kind of unknown still? You're trying to figure that out?
It is right the hotbed right now. It is in, relatively speaking, its early stages, the infant stages of it. But it's really a great and exciting technology. As a matter of fact, this conference here right now is covering virtual reality and some of the sessions for that. Long way to go. It's going to take many years for it to become mainstream, but this is where it starts, right here with all the new technology that comes in. And this is the group of people, the professionals in the industry, to make it all happen.
That's great. Well, Matthew, thanks for stopping by, updating us on what SMPTE is doing now and where you're headed in the future. It's really a great organization. I mean, to be around 100 years, that's phenomenal.
I'm really excited about being leading us into the next century. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you as well, and good luck, Mr. Future President.
Thank you. Okay.